Hello everyone, today we'll see section 144 of CRPC that deals with power to issue order in urgent cases of nuisance or apprehended danger. I have divided the subsection 1 into the following points. I hope it will help you a bit. So now let's start. Firstly, DM, SDM, EM, that means district magistrate, subdivisional magistrate or any other executive magistrate should be of the opinion that there is sufficient ground for proceeding. They should be of the opinion that there is sufficient ground for proceeding and immediate prevention or speedy remedy is needed. Then they, by a written order, state the material facts and serve the written order as per section 134, which deals with by serving through summons or proclamation. That order will direct any person to abstain from a certain act or to take certain order with respect to certain property in his possession or under his management. Here the words abstain from a certain act in subsection 1 do not empower the magistrate to order a person to do particular acts, and the magistrate cannot assume such power even in the garb of making a negative order. In the case of a dispute as to the possession of any property coming under this section, the proper course for the magistrate is to ascertain which party is in the wrong and is interfering with the exercise of the legal right of the other party. Thereafter, the magistrate should direct that the party to abstain from a certain act or to take certain order with respect to the property in his possession if the magistrate considers that such direction is likely to prevent or tends to prevent danger to human life, etc. So the grounds for making the order by the magistrate are likely to prevent or tends to prevent the following: obstruction, annoyance, injury to any person lawfully employed, danger to human life, health, safety, disturbance of public tranquility, riot or affray. So on these grounds, the magistrate may issue a written order. The order can also be passed ex parte, that is in cases of emergency or in circumstances which do not admit serving notice in due time. So as it is possible to act absolutely and even ex parte, it is obvious that the emergency must be sudden and the consequences sufficiently grave. Without it, the exercise of power would have no justification. Third subsection, to whom it is directed: to a particular individual, persons residing in particular area, or the public which are frequently visiting a particular area or place. So the fourth subsection, validity of the order. It is the validity as 2 months from the date of issuance of prohibitory order. Proviso, it can also be extended up to 6 months, that is total 6 months from the date of issuance of the initial order. The fifth and sixth subsection deals with rescind and alteration. Fifth subsection, magistrate on its own motion or on application of the aggrieved person rescind or alter any order made. Sixth point deals with state government. State government on its own motion or on the application of aggrieved person rescind or alter the order made under proviso 4. So the last subsection, where an application is received under subsection 5 and 6, the magistrate or the concerned state government shall afford to the applicant an early opportunity of appearing before him, and either in person or by through pleader, to show cause against the order. They will appear and show cause, and if the magistrate or state government rejects the application in whole or in part, it will record the reasons in writing. So now let's see some more points regarding section 144. What is the consequences if one disobeys the order under section 144? He will be liable under section 188 IPC. So now let's see the Ramlila Maidan case. So a huge gathering of a large number of people at Ramlila Maidan at the call of Baba Ramdev is a well-known fact. But gathering of a large number of people at a particular place per se cannot be a ground to issue prohibitory order under this section. So gathering of people without anything more does not mean violation of law, far less an offense. The Apex Court observed as follows: there shall be imminent threat or danger to life for the issuance of the order in section 144. Also, the existence of sufficient ground is the sine qua non for invoking the power vested in the executive under section 144 CRPC. Lastly, the authority of the magistrates exercising powers under this section is neither absolute nor supreme, but subject to supervision and revision by the higher courts, and therefore the magistrates, in order to act legally and with propriety must indicate with reasonable fullness the materials on which they conclude that there was some emergency justifying their actions, so that the higher courts may check and break them and put them back on rails when they go off. So revision lies against the order passed under this section. So this is all about section 144. Hope you all will like it.